Hello, South Ocean Middle School. Welcome to the first ever presidential debate. I am one of your debate moderators for today. My name is Arnab Chowdhury. Joining me is Angela Guaman. We would like to set some ground rules. One of them is no clapping or cheering when a candidate is finished speaking. This is so that we can get some questions through. All of the questions. So how this is going to work is we will ask our candidates questions and each of them will have one rebuttal, which means a refutation or contradiction. They can disagree with that or what the other candidate says. So without further ado, let's introduce our candidates. First off, introducing our first candidates, John J. Trump. Next, we have our Hillary Clintons. Finally, we have our Vice President, Mike Pence's. Next, we have our Tim Kaines. You may cheer for all of our candidates now. To Angel, and he will begin asking questions of the 8 presidential candidates.
First question goes to Secretary Hillary Clinton. What is your opinion on mass shootings and school shootings, and what is your plan to prevent them?
I support a ban on assault weapons like the AR-15, which has been used in mass shootings. I think we should expand background checks. I also think no one on a terrorism watch list should be allowed to cash guns.
Same question to you, Donald Trump.
I think stricter gun laws would not prevent mass shootings. No matter what you do, you're going to have difficulties. If more people could have guns, they could use self-defense in bad situations. We should empower law-abiding gun owners to defend themselves. The right of carrying a gun should be legal in all 50 states.
Second question goes to Donald Trump. There are about 11 million unauthorized immigrants in the United States of America. What do you think we should do about this problem?
Good question. I will build a wall on the Mexican border to prevent unauthorized immigrants. I will end Obama's law enforcement policy, which lets illegal criminals roam freely on our streets. I'm going to ensure that other countries take their people back when deported. I will turn down jobs, benefits, and management for illegal immigrants.
Okay, now can Mike Pence and Tim Kaine go on the podium? Oh, yeah, sorry. Go.
If we claim we are for family, we have to pull together and resolve that outstanding issues in our broken immigration system. The American people support comprehensive immigration reform, not just because it's the right thing to do, because it strengthens our economy, it strengthens our family, and it strengthens our country. We can't wait any longer for a path to full and equal citizenship.
Any rebuttals?
Nope.
So can Mike Pence and Tim Kaine from the AD come? Okay, first question goes to Mike Pence. The USA is currently close to $20 trillion in debt. What is your plan to decrease the debt of the United States of America?
I think the budget for the military should be raised so they can pay for better guns, jets, tanks, ships, and for more soldiers. Oh, it's a great question. Oh. Okay. I would borrow. If the economy crashed, we could make a deal with bondholders to pay less than full debt.
Same question to you, Tim Kaine.
The debt is really high up, with some of the taxes going up for wealthiest Americans and other Americans paying current taxes. The debt will go down slowly but surely. We are trying to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions, and we are trying to use a lot more renewable energy. Renewable energy is a lot less expensive than fossil fuels are.
Okay, this question goes to Team King. The USA's budget for the military is $601 billion. Do you approve this amount of money spent by the United States of America? Why or why not?
I think that is a lot of money. I know that the military is using this money in a good way, and I know that the military is not wasting this money. As long as the military is defending our country and protecting it, we will be safe. We are trying to ban the AR-15 assault rifle because it has been used in too many mass shootings, and it's very powerful for ordinary citizens.
Same question to you, Mike Pence.
I think the budget for the military should be raised so they can pay for better guns, jets, tanks, ships, and for more soldiers.
Any rebuttals? And here's Adam Charles Darian with the B-Day candidates.
Would the B-Day Clintons and Donald Trumps please raise? This one goes to you, Ms. Clinton. If you are elected President of the United States, what will you do about undocumented immigrants?
I support broad immigration reform. I favor protections for certain groups of undocumented immigrants, including getting people brought here illegally as children.
Same question to you, Mr. Trump.
I will deport all illegal immigrants back to their home countries. I am going to have Mexico pay to build a wall to stop illegal immigration from Mexico. Also, I propose a temporary ban on foreign Muslims entering the U.S. until we can figure out ISIS.
Okay, this one's for you, Mr. Trump. What will you do to make sure deportation is justified?
If people are here illegally and they aren't paying taxes, they should be deported back to their home countries. However, some countries aren't taking their people back when we deport them. I will make sure all countries take their people back when we deport them.
Okay, same question for you, Ms. Clinton.
Well, I would like to make sure that any illegal immigrants here would get a chance to get their documents to live here in the U.S. And if they have any very serious criminal records, then they have a chance of going back to their foreign country.
This one's for you, Ms. Clinton. If you are elected President of the United States, how will you make sure that everyone in the United States is safe and protected?
I want to step up airstrikes against ISIS and help local forces defeat them. I support ban on assault weapons like AR-15, which has been used in many mass shootings. I would also like to make sure that no one on terrorist watch list should be allowed to purchase them.
This one goes to you too, Mr. Trump.
I am going to defeat ISIS and increase the size of our military. Also, I'm going to expand background checks on people who are trying to buy guns, and those on terror watch lists can't buy guns.
Okay, this was questions for you, Donald Trump. If you are elected President, how will you make sure our financial state remains normal while giving our U.S. population what they need?
I will eliminate special interest loopholes and make our business tax rate more competitive. I will also ensure the rich will pay their fair share, but no one is going to pay so much that they don't have enough money for everything else. By doing these things, we'll be keeping our good jobs.
Okay, same for you, Ms. Clinton.
I will make sure that our financial state stays normal while also giving our United States citizens what they need what they want by raising the federal minimum wage to $12 an hour. And I will provide more tax breaks for working families and the wealthiest Americans to pay higher taxes.
Okay, may Governor Kane of B-Day class rise, please? Okay, this one's for you, Governor Kane. If you are elected president, how will you make sure that every threat to the U.S. is tamed or calmed down?
To help everyone come down, I will begin with ISIS and defeat them in Syria. I'll keep these threats away from our country, and I will investigate all those people who are involved in terrorism.
Okay, same for you, Senator Pence.
We promise to defeat ISIS by taking away the oil that funds ISIS. We also will increase the U.S. military and bomb ISIS. We also want to tear up the nuclear deal with Iran.
Okay, this one's for you, Senator Pence. What will you do to negotiate with other countries?
We have questioned the value of many U.S. alliances, including NATO. We will allow Japan and South Korea to to get nuclear weapons to defend against North Korea. We also plan to tear up the nuclear deal with Iran.
Same to you, Governor King.
In relation to negotiations with other countries, I will protect American interests and also be fair to other countries. It will benefit us all. It will also help the global trade.
Okay, this one's for you, Governor King. How will you make sure that our fellow residents of the U.S. will stay safe from guns?
I will ban guns like the R-15, which has been used in many shootings. I also support measures to restrict the number of guns that are being sold. No one on a terrorist watch list should be allowed to purchase guns.
Same for you, Senator Pence.
We will extend background checks so that no one on any terror watch list won't be able to purchase guns. We also will ban assault weapons.
Alright, this one's for you, Senator Pence. According to the Gallup survey, 2/3 of our population believe in the right to bear arms. Do you agree? Why or why not?
We promise to ban particular guns like assault weapons. We will extend background checks on those on terror watch lists won't be able to purchase guns. I think that people should only be able to buy certain guns for protection.
Okay, same for you, Governor King.
I believe in the right to bear arms. I also believe that everyone would be safer by having fewer guns. That way, less terrorism would exist and everyone would be much more comfortable. There will be fewer deaths and families won't be separated from whom they love.
Okay, the B-Day Vice Presidents may sit down. I'm going to hand it off to Angela for the conclusion.
To start off, thank you for coming to the first ever South Ocean Middle School in-school debate. We would also like to thank the audience for the cooperation and for coming to the in-school debate. We would also like to thank the candidates for not arguing with each other and for not breaking the rules. I would also like to thank Arnab Chowdhury, who is the debate partner right across of me. I loved working with him. We would also like to give credit to the people who have helped to make this happen. I will mention the people who have been working behind the scenes. We would also like to thank our electoral college experts, Lee Mason and Patrick Egan. We would also like to thank our election law expert, Eden Gold, our posters, Kira Welsh and Maggie Christie, and we would like to thank the advertising expert, Jenna White. I would also like to thank Donald Trump advertising executive, Grace Turner, and our Secretary Clinton's advertising executive, Ellen Meekin. And finally, we would like the audience to give a round of applause for the person who organized this event, Ms. G. Now I'm going to hand it off to our posters to explain how the voting process will work.
Hi everyone, I'm Kira Walsh and this is Maggie Christie. We wanted to thank you all for coming to this debate. We have all worked very hard on this debate and we hope you enjoyed it. Maggie and I are the pollsters of independent research and we both have made an exit poll for this debate. I'm going to hand the microphone off to Maggie and she's going to explain the exit poll that we have made will work.
Hi, my name is Maggie Christie and I will be telling you how to take the presidential exit poll about today's debate. This poll will ask you questions about the presidential candidates and basically what you just watched. 1. When your row is called, stand up and look for the computer with the beginning initial of your last name and go to that computer. 2. Answer the 6 multiple choice questions in the poll. 3. Our classmates will reset the poll for the next person. 4. Sign your name with a check after you are done. 5. Then go back to your seat. The poll results will be posted tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for your time.
right, we are here for our exit poll interview. Can you tell us your name?
Hi, I'm Sky.
Hi, Sky. Sky, what did you think of the debate today?
I thought it was a good debate and how the candidates showed how they feel about the election so far.
Excellent. And did the candidates change your opinion today on who you might vote for?
Well, only a little bit with the gun control situation with terrorism, but pretty much so far, I don't think so.
All right, well, excellent. Well, thank you for your thoughts and have an excellent day.
Thank you.